AkronhiphopTv, the reporternewspaperonline.com. Man, oh man, I usually don't do this. Give me your grip, son. Hey, my man in town, brother. Tell everybody your name who don't know your name, bro.
My name is officially birth certificate James Blake Carrington.
Hey, man, I don't know where to begin with this, man. First off, I want Akron, Ohio to know we have a superstar in the house. You see this guy on TV. You see him on movies. You see him on stage. He sings, rap, dance in just one show. Brother JB. He goes all the way from back in the days when me and my brother used to perform to doing it in the professional level right now. Big ups to you. Thanks for slamming down, taking on your brothers, man.
I appreciate you, King. I appreciate you very much, man.
Hey, man, so you started out in Akron, in Akron, Ohio, and I want people to know I ain't even gonna bite my tongue on this. I need people to know when it comes to doing the arts, obtaining your goals and making this thing happen, some of us doing it on a very professional level, you just don't see it and you don't comprehend it as such. This guy right here is literally in New York City living out that dream, brother. Living this reality. I'm sorry, it's no longer a dream. It's a reality, man. Tell everybody how you got your start up here in Akron.
I born and raised here, on the west side of Akron. A product of Mall Avenue, Frederick, west side. We moved around, my parents and my little brother. But I started to get into some talent shows, some local talent shows that were going on in Akron in the 80s, in the late 80s, just in the 80s in general. And, my guys would always we'd always just try to sing other people's stuff and just mess around, kid stuff, and eventually, I got dared to get on one of the city recreational trucks, and a guy named Timbo was DJing, and they were playing a new song from this new group called New Edition, and we had already heard this song and just kind of mimicking these guys, and I was dared to go on stage and perform this song, just as a joke, and as I did that, Timbo took the needle off the record, and so it became an a cappella thing, and that's when I first actually felt the crowd gave like an awe, like a wow, and I had never felt that before as a kid. I'm a football player, basketball, sports, that's what I did, but that feeling, it was very different, and at that point, Timbo himself decided to put me into a talent show. And I'm thinking, New Edition, it's like you need 4 of the guys, you know what I'm saying? So the guys that I played football with, my friends, I was just like, yo, since you dared me to do it, it's gonna be you, it's gonna be you, it's gonna be you, and we're gonna find another 4th guy. And that's how we gonna rock out for this talent show. We're gonna do it now. They got money for us, let's go get it. And from that point on, we became, pretty good and started to win almost like all of the talent shows.
What do you mean pretty good? I was there, God. What are you talking about? That was pretty good. What are you talking about? Oh, man, humble and what? Nah, I was there, man. I was there. And, at the end of the day, man, you guys was definitely affected. Now, as a person, who was winning shows too.
Yeah.
You gotta ask yourself, who did you want to see? And this is me and my brother. Who did I want to see perform? See, people don't ask that type of question. Who was you wanting to see performing? It's easy. I can easily say the Floor Masters, Tony Watkins and all them, the Busted Breakers, JB and the Sensations and shit. That's what I'm telling you. Those people like that, you just happen to be one of them sitting here. And the culmination of all that in AkronhiphopTv, baby.
Yeah.
And everything. So how did you get bitten with the now you sing professionally and everything. You got music videos and everything. And what made you I know your love helped you take it to the next level, but what was the move that made you take it to the next level?
just honestly, you know, I come from here. I speak from my heart, like many of us do. But I wanted to really explore my talents. I really wanted to understand what I could do because of where I came from. And the opportunities were like, there weren't so many opportunities to like display your talent and to get in sort of that creative mode, that creative world. So it was my hometown. My hometown played a major part in this, whether it was directly or indirectly, because of how I grew up as a kid, and there wasn't so many opportunities around me. And I just wanted to challenge myself and push myself to see how far I could go, because I knew here is home. Home ain't going nowhere. So I understood that early on and said, you know, my mother always said, you know, home is gonna be home. You know, you always gonna have your support here. We give you our blessings, because nobody understood this kind of journey. So I felt grounded, I felt confident enough in the pursuit of where I am now.
And you went to New York on your own. You said,
Yeah.
yo, I'm going to New York, man. That's where they cutting their checks, the record deals. I'm out. And you did that. You've been going ever since, man. And you stumbled into acting, literally, huh?
Yeah. That was funny. That was funny.
A segue.
That's funny.
Okay. You stumbled into into acting. Tell everybody some of the work you've done, man.
I've done Law and Order.
Right.
I've been on a couple of episodes of Law and Order. Orange is the New Black. That first season it came out on Netflix.
The Denzel movie.
American Gangster.
Yes.
American Gangster was the first time I saw myself on television. Like
big screen.
on the in the
screen.
movies, in the theaters. You know, and I was a non-union actor at the time, and was just understanding that kind of work moving up.
You gotta say more.
I got an IMDb.
You eat.
I have a internet movie database, you know, on the Blake Carrington that you can see all of that stuff there.
So tell everybody what you're doing now with 50 Cent. 50 Cent.
50 Cent, 50. An incredible, for me being around him, an incredible spirit. You know, not too much talking. It's more of a vibe thing with him. And I was cast in an opportunity to stand in for their #1 actor, Nicholas Pinnock, from London, England, and learned a lot of stuff, a lot of great things from him. But it all started with Isaac Wright's story of him being incarcerated for a drug king stature back in the 90s, in which they was throwing our brothers in jail left and right for crack and little pieces of crack, you know, giving us crazy sentences, lifetime sentences.
Right.
And Isaac Wright was one of the first ones that they had done that to, prematurely, of course. He spent a lot of time in like almost 7 to 9 years locked up behind this, but became a lawyer and started to reduce other inmates' cases in the interim of getting his own self a retrial. So his story made it to a mutual friend of 50's in an underground boxing situation, you know, 50, like, you know,
Right,
he's into that. So this whole magical thing happened to where he started to do research on Isaac to make sure that story was legit. Because it's crazy how, you know, who becomes a lawyer in prison and then gets themselves out and represents themselves and wins.
What's the name of the show again?
For Life.
For Life. That's what you're rocking, man. And that's ABC.
Absolutely.
This is hilarious, man. You're on ABC, son. This is crazy. And you're here in Akron, Ohio. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. Understand, we are doing things on a high level coming out of Akron, Ohio, and I need for you guys to recognize and understand. I mean, Sean Porter is from here, okay? That's national boxer, okay? Heavyweight, that's my cat. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Kenny Porter as well. Then we got people like JB, Blake, okay? Walt, ate at Open Pantry just like everybody else. And he's on ABC every week, dealing with 50 Cent and everything, man. Big ups to you, bro. And like I said before, here at Black on Ohio, we like to paint positive images of our people every day. I say, you don't need any damn paint. You already dipped, baby. That's what I say. So listen, man, let's just talk about the people in Akron that's trying to do something to the next level or trying to be where you are. What do you have to say to them?
I mean, I hear this all the time from you know, I've been blessed to go a lot of places and be around a lot of people, and when it's asked upon me to deliver what you're asking upon me to do, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you for better or for worse, because it's the truth. These are facts. If you really are trying to pursue some sort of acting or kind of creative endeavor, and you're from here, understand what is available for you here and what isn't available for you here. That's the first thing. You're understanding your surroundings. If they don't meet your personal criteria, then you have to plan yourself to go to another city or state to broaden your craft, to even measure that, to see where you fare amongst other people in an industry standard. But you have to be realistic, because it's a journey. This isn't this is just not one of them things like the lottery or a scratch off. It's not that. That's why, you know, it's a journey. It's a journey. And if you prep yourself in your mind and in your soul that it is a journey, you will reap benefits that you'd had no idea that you can reap, because of the work and your integrity that you're putting forth with who you are. You're putting all that energy into yourself.
That's about the best one I've heard. You know, everybody get asked that question. It's probably because I know you, okay? And I know it's real.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, and I'm excited, man. So let everybody know when the show comes on, what day in this area. I think it's what, 9 o'clock? What is it, 9?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
Okay.
10 o'clock. And yeah, Twin, we got picked up for a second season.
Big ups.
We got picked up for a second season of this. So we should be slated to start shooting in September, right around the time we shot season 1.
And when did it debut? In the winter?
In February.
Okay.
It debuted in February, so I'm thinking kind of generally the same kind of time frame.
Right.
We start shooting in September or maybe early October. That season 2 will debut in sometime at the end of February or March.
Let's educate somebody before we get out of here.
Sure.
That means you get checks every time you work, and you get enough checks to sustain civilized lifestyle when you're not shooting. But you work in between shooting from other stuff, right? You keep the grind going on?
For that show, I work the entire season, every day.
Oh, so you ain't got time to do nothing else?
That is my time.
You better say it and don't
That is
say
my
it.
time. That's why I'm saying I'm very passionate about, you know, the kind of work that I put into this show. You know, myself, along with being crafted by people like 50 and Nicholas.
Right.
And other, you know, directors that took part in building this For Life show. And Isaac, shout out to him for his words, man, words of wisdom. But yeah, man, everybody put their part into this. So, like, since this virus and stuff is taking over, whatever, they shut production down in March. But I was working on a City on the Hill with Kevin Bacon.
You better say it, man.
So I was doing
crazy.
that, and they shut that down for production. But the timing of everything, we got picked up again by ABC. This is beautiful. So I will be busy once again, you know, with Nicholas and them guys, man.
So listen, man, tell somebody how to get in touch with you, how to follow you. Let them know what the map is, God.
Instagram, I am Blake Carrington on Instagram, IG, and Facebook is James Blake Carrington, full name. And I have a website, BlakeCarringtonMusic.com. And I go overseas. I do fashion shows in Paris and in Cannes, and I guess that's another part two to this.
Right.
Yes, it's some more stuff, but you know, I'm just really blessed and honored for all of this. And you can reach me at all of those little online outlet thingies. And yeah, it's real. I'm from the crib. I'm here. I'm chilling.
Hey man, I appreciate you, brother.
And I was a fan of my brothers Ace and D. Believe me, I tell them all the time. Prior to this stuff that we're doing here, it's love. But I always told my brothers that before I even left
the crib.
So that's real.
That's real. Holla back, God. Peace.
Peace.